एक एक कदम फरेबे दुनिया से बच के चल। दुनिया की आरज़ू है तो दुनिया से बच के चल। Sorry guys, this video is not about the shairis. This is about the very important topic. First of all, welcome to my channel, Anand and Abhishek, the twin brothers. Today I have brought a very important topic which is important for each one of us who are freshers, means that people who has not worked anywhere, either they are going to complete their education or they have completed their education and looking for the job, or this is about the experienced people who are working and they do have an experience of 2 years, 3 years, 7 years and 10 years and so on. The topic is how to update the Naukri profile. Naukri profile, Naukri.com or the Naukri app is the best search engine in India, and that is being used widely by several recruiters and candidates. Therefore, it becomes necessary for us to know that how to update the profile completely and accurately, so that recruiters can find out your profile as per their needs, and candidates can have the enough job recommendations based upon their skills and experience. It is also important, and it is also one of the reasons why I have to create this video, because I keep listening this over and again from many people who are working into different sector, that there are no job opportunities in the market, and they are not getting calls from the recruiters at all. They got the call maybe like a year back or 6 months back or even before. And the other thing is that there is no jobs currently in the market as per their experience. However, this is not the truth. The reality is something different. You know what the reality is? Because the reality is your profile is not accurately and completely updated on the portal. Now let's talk about what's the ideal profile on the Naukri.com or the Naukri portal or on the Naukri app that can help you to get the job if you're fresher, and if you're experienced, that will help you to change your job if you're looking for it. Now let's begin. So in order to create the Naukri profile, you just need to update the basic details about yourself, and those basic details are your name, your email address, your phone number, and whether you are experienced or the fresher, and few other basic details. Once you are done with it, your Naukri profile is updated. Now let's move ahead and talk about what is the ideal profile. What is something that recruiters look for when they start finding the resources on the portal? Okay, so the very first thing is your resume. Your resume must consist of all the details about you. That should consist your experience, your education, your any project you have worked upon, your key skills, and your knowledge about the computer. Of course, if there are some additional details that you want to add to your resume, feel free to do so. So your resume must be the good one. If you have not updated your resume, if you have not created your resume properly, please take out your time to update it. And once you're done with it, please update this on the portal. The next section talks about the resume headline. What does it mean? Resume headline shouldn't be only resume, right? Or curriculum vitae. Resume headline itself should tell the recruiters that what you are actually, you know, what all the things that you have, just in brief. For an example, that whether you are team lead or you are a senior associate, update that. You can, moving ahead, you can update that, in which in which area you are expert at. Suppose if you are expert at digital marketing, update that. If you are if you are expert in coding, update that. Else, if you are good in the insurance industry, right, and you have command in the life and disability insurance, update that also. Okay, not in very judgy format I'm talking about, but very in brief, just the keywords. The next section I'm going to talk about on the Naukri portal, that is very requisite, very necessary section on the Naukri portal, because with the help of the with the help of this section, generally every recruiters who does have an opportunity for you, where the opportunities are waiting for you, with the help of this section, they be able to reach out to you, and they be able to go through your profile, and accordingly either they reach you out over the email or they give you the call back. And I'm talking about the section key skills, because with the help of key skills only, they search your profile and reach you out. So as many as skills do you have, based upon your experience and based upon your industry you are into, feel free to add in. Do not shy about, do not get yourself lazy, because the moment you will become lazy, the recruiters are gonna lazy for you, and you will start enchanting that there is no jobs in the market. So those skills are, I'm just giving you some examples. If you are good in the project management, update that. If you are good at SLA management, and what is SLA? That is service level agreement. I don't think that any user, either he is on the associate level, SME level, senior associate level, team lead, assistant manager, or even the higher management, each one of us performance in every industry hover around SLA only. Sometimes that service level agreement is being done from the clients, from the onshore client, and sometimes if you are working in the domestic industry, those service level agreement or those comments are made either within the same company or with whom your business is running. Therefore, even on the associate level also, if you know that what should be your production number, how much the turnaround time should be for your process, how much SLA is for the accuracy, I think that you should update that you are aware of the SLA management. The next piece is, I think that most of us deals into customer service management, so you can update that. Client relationship, operation management, people leadership. Now again, for the people leadership, it does not need to be necessarily that you must be on the management role. The people who are on the associate or senior associate also, the people who are aspiring for the team lead role also, they can also become the good people. They can also have the good people leadership skills. And what does it mean? That the people who are the person who are able to work comfortably, and they are able to get the work done with the help of their team members, that is a called out kind of people leadership. And I think that every one of us possesses those skills, and if not, please develop it. The other key skills are, insurance. If you're from the insurance background, you can update that key skill as insurance. Healthcare, you could be good at UK healthcare. You could be in the US, you could be good in the US healthcare. Please update that. The other is specific industry, because in the insurance also there is a sales industry, there is a contract industry, there is individual disability, there's a life insurance. Different things are there. So as much as you know, take out your time to update your key skills under your profile. And once you are done with this section properly, according to your roles and responsibility, you should move to the next section. The next section talks about the employment. Now, what do many of us do? What does we guys do? That we simply update that what is our job role currently and since when we are working. Now, suppose that we are working in the, if there have been changes between the companies to company, right? You simply just suppose that you started at senior associate level, then you went to the another company as a senior associate, and then as a team lead. What many of us do, that we simply update that I work with this company as associate from this time to this time, then I move to another company as a team lead, then I move to another company as a manager. That's it. And I believe that's not ideal, that's not proper, that's not the complete information. As per my experience, I would say that along with your and let's not go into different company, let's be in the same company itself. And if I say that I started my career as an associate, then I moved to senior associate, after that I became SME, and then I became an assistant manager, then manager, and so on. Of course, your designations and title is increasing as per the time and as per the experience. You should also know that your roles and responsibility, in fact your responsibility is also changing as per your designations. So please feel free to add on your responsibility that you're handling on every, kind of your profile summary at every section, with the growth of every designations under the employment section. That will also impress the recruiters to know that how you have been able to adopt with the new change, how much you have been accommodative to grab the new opportunity, and how fast you're learning it. That definitely incline the recruiters to ask you to give an opportunity for the next role, because you have been very much proficient and expert, and you have derived the result in your past experiences. Basis that, recruiters will not hesitate to give you another opportunity if you have updated your job role properly. It means your designations, the time duration, and your profile summary on every designations. This is much more needed. The next section is education. Education, I won't talk much about it, but education does mean, this section does mean that you are updating your education, whatever that you have, properly. Do not falsify about it, because if you're falsifying, you are going to get rejected into the background check. So do not do this mistake. The next section talks about the IT skills. In the IT skills, whatever the IT skill sets you have, please add it. I think that for all the people who are working into this generation, the people who are working into the corporate sector, for each one of us, having the knowledge of Microsoft Office is very relevant, and is very prone to happen. So please update that. If you're good at Excel, if you have done this in any certifications, please update it. The next section is all about the projects. I think that based upon my experience, many of us does not get the opportunity to work on different projects, but whomsoever has an opportunity to work on the projects, they need to update that what was the project, and then what was the time duration when they did it, and what was this project all about. A project summary that will also incline the recruiters to reach you out fastly. Okay, the next section, and again it is as important as the key skills. This is profile summary. What happens more often when people update the profile summary? The people who are freshers, they update like, I am fresher. And the people who are experienced, what they do? They say that I do have 12 years of experience, and that's it. So guys, I would say this is where we are at fault. Your profile summary is a kind of an introduction where you are going to make the first impression upon the recruiter. And this is a very old saying that first impression is the last impression, isn't it? It is. Therefore, your profile summary should have about 2 minutes reading content, which should tell that what is your total experience, what is your education, what all the industry and project that you have worked upon, and what are you aspiring for. Okay, please update that. This is very much needed on the portal. Let's move to the next section, that is accomplishment. Accomplishment is actually a kind of an achievement, I tell you. So as many as times you have been appreciated, if you have been given annual annual awards, if you have been given rewarded with monthly awards, please feel free to add it. More onto the accomplishment section, there is a section wherein you can update any of the link if you have related to your profile. So for example, of course you are going to update your profile properly on the Naukri.com, but at the same time, if your profile is also there on the LinkedIn, you can copy the link of your profile from LinkedIn, and you can paste the very link over here, so that in case if the recruiters want to know more about you and want to know more from the LinkedIn profile perspective, they can reach you out. And that's it in the accomplishment section. Let's move to the next. The next section talks about the career profile. What does the career profile mean? It means in which industry we are currently, what is our roles and what is our roles category, whether we are looking for a permanent job or for the part-time jobs. Part-time jobs are basically looked by women who does not be able to afford the full-time, total 9 hours of job or 10 hours of job. They probably go for the for the part-time jobs. So this is not specifically when there are men also who look out the job for the part-time. So based upon if you're looking for the permanent job, or if you're looking for part-time jobs, update your desired job type. And then next important aspect is preferred shift. In the preferred shift, again there are 3 sections. They are day shift, night shift, or you are flexible for the shift. What does the flexible mean? Flexible means that you are okay to work either in the day shift or in the night shift. Update this very thing very diligently. It shouldn't happen that you are updating the preferred shift as a flexible shift, but when recruiters are going to call you, you are saying that, hey, sorry boss, I'm not comfortable with the night shift, I will only work in the day shift. If it is so, please update that, wisely. The next, expected salary. The fact is, and about the expected salary, this is very, I would say that you should please think about before updating your expected salary, because ideally your expected salary should match to your key skills and your experience. However, just like before, if there is no key skills you have, you shouldn't be updating your expected salary to be very high, you know therefore please update your, first of all, please update your experience properly, that how much experience do you have, what's your industry, how much what are the key skills that you possess. Considering these three aspects into the mind, update your expected salary. I would say that neither it should be too high to say, based according to your from your current salary, or nor it should be too less. So update it, before you update your expected salary, think twice. The next section about department, the again job role, then again what is the desired employment type, whether you're looking for the part-time or full-time, and then your preferred location. Under the preferred location, I tell you that there have been some changes into the last 3-4 months on the Naukri portal, because before 3-4 months we were only able to select 3 desired locations where we can apply, or where we can look for the job. But currently they have opened they have removed this taboo, and now we can now we can select as many as locations we are comfortable with. So if you are comfortable for Ahmedabad location, if you are open for the pan India, update your locations accordingly. But over here also, I would say, just for the sake of updating the profile, just for the sake of getting the calls, please do not falsify, do not waste the recruiter's time. Okay, so if you are open for the Ahmedabad, if you are open for Mumbai location, Kolkata and so on, then select it. If you are not open for it, select only the location that you're comfortable with. All right, okay guys, so next let's move to the next section, which is personal details. I don't think that in the personal details I should tell you a lot, and there is a much to tell, but I would only say that as much as information that is required to update in this section, please update this, and this must be accurate, this must be the correct information. Do not falsify about your gender, do not falsify about your date of birth, and for anything, do not falsify about your location as well, and so on. So, and as well as this also in the personal details, it also asks you that language. So suppose that you're going to update that the language is English. Now you should also update your proficiency level, that you are beginner, you are intermediate, you are expert, and in all the sections, read, write and speak. So update your proficiency level very diligently, very accurately. Do not falsify about any of the information that you are going to update it, because ultimately there is going to be check by the recruiters, by the people who will interview you. So if you have updated your profile incorrectly, the same thing, ultimately you're going to get rejected. But if you have updated your profile very diligently, very very accurately, you have you have thought twice before updating any of the information, definitely you are going to get some selections, and no, there's no chance that you will get rejected anywhere. So I wish you guys all the very best. Keep working, and you're going to get success at the end, I'm sure. So thank you so much for watching this video, and looking forward. Thanks again guys.